Hello and welcome everybody to another Arena Cube Draft. I'm Paul Cheon, and we have absolutely been crushing in this format. I've done 3 drafts and 1 draft off stream, and I've gone 4 for 4 on trophies. So, needless to say, we're doing pretty well in this format, noting that there is definitely some inexperienced cube drafters going on, but I've actually been having a lot of fun. So let me know what you've been thinking about all of this cube content. Do you want to see me just continue making this cube content until Foundations comes out? Or do you want to see me go back to Duskmourn just a little bit? But I'm going to be doing this just because I've been enjoying it for now. And we also have some special guests lined up in the near future. So that should also be good times. All right. Now, before we head into this draft, I just wanted to say that if you wanted to purchase some Magic the Gathering singles or sealed product, make sure you check out tcgplayer.com for all your singles and sealed product needs. If you want to make any purchases, let's say you want to pick up a booster box or a single for your Commander or FNM deck in the near future, make sure you check them out and click that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Additionally, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. All right. We've done everything. We've done mono blue, we've done aggro, and we've done domain. What else should we do? Man, every time I see one of these arena cards, I just feel like I should be taking them. There's an Eladamri, which is fine. Meathook Massacre is actually a pretty decent sweeper. You saw how much work Uro did in that last draft. I think Uro is excellent. Whenever Verdant Dread, you just manifest Dread a bunch. This doesn't seem very good. Agent of Refrain, 1 mana, 2 tap, choose target opponent, conjure a duplicate of the top card of their library. This is a little bit slow to get going, so I'm actually not as big of a fan of Agent of Refrain. So here I am really looking at the Meathook Massacre. There's also Sunfall and Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. Honestly, sweepers are kind of easy to come by, so I'm going to take the Uro. I had a lot of fun in yesterday's video, so I am okay speculating on the Uro and trying to fit it into my decks. Moving on to this pack, we have Molten Impact, which is an okay removal spell. There's Thoughtseize, which is certainly fantastic, and then there's also a Scalding Tarn. So for me, I am looking at either the Thoughtseize or the Scalding Tarn. I do really love Scalding Tarn, but Thoughtseize is such a fantastic hand disruption spell. I think I'm gonna... Scalding Tarn does set me up for another domain-style deck, but I think Thoughtseize is simply too good. Let's take the Thoughtseize here. And, you know, honestly, I have found it fairly easy to pick up fixing in this format. Now, Scalding Tarn is definitely premium, but I've just found that it's fairly easy, so I just feel like a good hand disruption is good, particularly against the other controlling decks, which I do expect to play against a lot of. Temple Garden is okay. There's a Lutri. I really like Lutri, and I think people really undervalue the card. And I'm very, we have a Thoughtseize here as well. This is just a free spell to play in my decks. And right now, I have found that I just have more than enough playables in my decks. So I'm just going to take Lutri here for the companion slot and move on here. Now we have a Jetmir's Garden, which is nice. Just good mana fixing. There's a Stoneforge Mystic, but not really too much. Obviously, nothing to get with just yet. Menagerie Curator, 2 mana, 1/3. Add 1 mana of any one color. Spend this 1 mana only to cast a creature spell. Whenever you cast a creature spell that doesn't share a creature type with a creature card in your library, draw a card. Okay, so it's just a mana ramp creature that's for 2 mana. There's Timeless Witness. It's an Eternal Witness that you can eternalize. Okay. Fear of Ridicule. Double black. I don't like the double black on that. This seems like a fairly weak pack. Should I try drafting green? Is this card good? It's kind of slow. I'm just going to take Jetmir's Garden. Maybe I'm just a sucker for these domain-style decks, but I'm just going to take the Jetmir's Garden here and see where things go. Here, this is a fairly weak pack. I found that disenchant effects are less good in this cube. They're just not... Artifact deck doesn't really exist, and there's no Moxen, etc. It's still a fine removal spell, but it's kind of clunky. But this pack is overall kind of weak. Maybe I can try to move into a different direction here. Can I just draft some kind of like black deck here Is there some kind of black aggro deck where that might be good? I don't really care for Kalidas very much. There's Gix, and there's Marionette Apprentice. Or there's just Terra. I guess I'll just take Terra Sunder. I just don't like these black cards very much. And this is a pretty decent... it's an okay interactive spell, but not the best. Moving on here, not really a big fan of Deathrite Shaman, but I do like Breeding Pool a fair amount. Thragtusk is also okay, but I do like... I have an Uro here already. If we do end up in some kind of a Sultai-ish control deck, I think Breeding Pool will be very nice. So I'll take it over to Thragtusk here, prioritizing my mana fixing. Not a big fan of Chandra Awakened Inferno. It's okay. There's some decent black cards here. Again, we can be, like I said, some kind of Sultai deck. There's also an Overlord of the Hauntwoods. You have to be pretty heavy green here to pull that off, though. I don't know if I want to splash the Expressive Iteration just yet. How good is the Overlord of the Hauntwoods? Doesn't seem very good. I mean, if I'm trying to do the domain thing, I guess it fixes me as well. You know what? I'm going to take Cruelty of Gix. This card's pretty cool. Some hand disruption, a little reanimation. Should be pretty nice. Not really caring too much about Questing Beast in this type of deck, but this pack is quite bad. And I just don't feel like Questing Beast is a recipe to success in this format. So I just don't think I like it here very much. Maybe I'll just take a Shadowy Backstreet here as a Surveil land. Just to get some mana fixing going. I don't like Eladamri, but Underground Mortuary is more than welcome in this deck. And now we have an Ill-Timed Explosion. There's a Valky. I don't know if there's any combos with Valky. So do I want Dryad of the Elysian Grove for mana fixing, or do I want to just take Ill-Timed Explosion as a sweeper effect? I'll take the Ill-Timed Explosion. I don't think this card's particularly strong either. All right, so again, kind of leaning into some kind of domain thing. There's a Leyline Binding. There's also a Bloodchief's Thirst, and you know what? I should probably just take Blooming Marsh here. Maybe we don't go too crazy with the colors. If I'm just going to be straight black-green, then maybe these are the lands that I want with the light splash. We'll see. Kind of interested to see how this plays out. I'm going to take a Timeless Witness. This seems like a very solid Jund-type card. Dreamdew Entrancer. I can tap my own creature to draw cards. I don't know that this card is good. It was very good in Bloomburrow, but not sure how good that it is here. All right, we are looking at some kind of a black-green mid-range deck here, it looks like. Not necessarily where I want to be, I'm just going to say, but it is what it is. Blue seems to be pretty cut off here. Now, if I want to be black-green mid-range, what do I want to take? There's a Bloodstained Mire, which gets me the Underground Mortuary, so I think that's pretty good. I also really like Hostile Investigator, but it's kind of an expensive card, so I just don't care about these as much. I'm going to take the Bloodstained Mire just for mana fixing, just because there's also a shot that we play some of these cards here on the right. There's Murderous Cut, which is fine. There's Once Upon a Time. I know Luis loves this card. What else is there for me? I don't really want to take a Bronco right now. So maybe it is Once Upon a Time. I don't really feel like I should be taking Murderous Cut right now either. And this is just a way to fix our mana and get us whatever creature we might need. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this. This is an LSV pick. I'm doing this for you, Luis. What does it say? If this is this... Man, black-green, I'm just going to say, is not really the color combination that I had in mind, but let's give it a go. Let's take Jet Collector here. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, if 4 more types cards are in your graveyard, conjure a Mox Jet. X black, put target creature card with mana value X from your graveyard onto the battlefield. Okay. All right. Anything that says... like, most of the collectors are good. I really like this Overgrown Tomb as well, but I think Jet Collector could be really, really good. So let's give it a shot here. I'm just happy, actually, that we're getting to draft something different. So I do like that. Here we have... What is Razor Demon? I don't want to play a creature that gives my opponent a card. So I'm going to choose between Sorin the Mirthless and Harvester of Misery. We're kind of light on cheap interaction here, so I'll take the Harvester of Misery over the Sorin. This is a nice way to have a removal spell early, but also just being able to reanimate over Cruelty of Gix is also pretty cool, so I think it's a fine card in a decent mid-range shell. Here we have the choice between Paradise Druid and Restless Reef. It's a decent creature land. Paradise Druid also seems okay, but honestly, I really don't like mana creatures in black-green. I just like to have good, solid creatures, and I do think I'm pretty interested in splashing this Uro. I think this is the type of card that would be good in a black-green shell. So why don't we take the Restless Reef here over Paradise Druid? And move on. All right, now we have some white cards, which we are not interested in. There's a Rafine's Tower, which is a tap a blue-black-white source. There's a Deep Cavern Bat, though, and a Fatal Push. And I think I will take Deep Cavern Bat for this deck. This nice little mid-range deck that we got going on. I don't really care for dissection tools, but there's both Nissa's and a Scarab God and an Innkeeper's Talent. This doesn't feel like an Innkeeper's Talent deck just because we're not super heavy on creatures. So I think I want to take one of the other cards. I do have a couple of fetch lands. What does this get me? I kind of wish I had Overlord. Nissa, whenever I land, I get an elf or an elemental. I don't have an elf or elemental. All right, let's just take a Planeswalker, I guess. We need some good top-end mid-rangey cards, so Nissa helps with that. Here, this is actually interesting. There's a Lotus Cobra and a 6. There's also a Zagoth Triome, but given that I have a breeding pool, I feel like I need to start taking some decent creatures here. 6 seems like a pretty nice creature for this style of deck, so I will take it here over the Lotus Cobra. Basically, the way that I like to draft the Jund decks is not with a ton of acceleration, but I want all my creatures to be kind of impactful when they enter the battlefield. There's a Garruk and a Hauntwood Shrieker. I imagine this card's not particularly strong. What does Warrenclex do? 5 mana, 6/6 trample reach. Put 2 forest cards into your hand. Okay. Black, green. I'm just going to take Garruk. It's just another Planeswalker. I'm just drafting the Reed Duke special here, that's all. You have to appreciate the Reed Duke special here, right? Here we have the Bronco. We don't have a lot of 3-power creatures, but it's a solid 2-mana card that gets me value, and I'd rather play that than the Lazav Wearer of Faces, rather. And I think I like it over Darkstar Augur just because it's a 2-mana play. We obviously still have room to pick up some cheaper cards, but this is the perfect type of card in this style of deck, and I'll take the Sorin now. All right. Noting that Lutri, I took it because I was thinking I was going to be maybe a blue base, but I'm still going to play it because it's free, but it's not looking particularly good here just because we are a black-green base now, it looks like. Take this card, I guess. Innkeeper's Talent could be good. Yeah, it certainly could be. If we pick up enough creatures to curve out with, it can certainly be good. All right, what do we have in this pack? There is a Restless Cottage, Blossoming Tortoise, and a Liliana of the Veil, and an Emperor of Bones. So a lot of great cards. I really love Restless Cottage. Liliana is also okay. But I'm just wondering, I feel like I'm going to have enough playables here, and I don't mind which one of these I table. So I think I just want to take the creature land here. I think Restless Cottage is excellent. So yeah, let's just maximize on our mana fixing just because I feel like I will have enough playables in this deck. I don't really care too much for the Goose. Don't care too much for Cruel Claw's Heist. Tumblewag's an okay aggressive creature. You know, I'm just going to take Mosswood Dread Knight. We are going super mid. Super mid-range here. It works well with the Caustic Bronco. It lets me curve out. Let's go for it here. We have Thoughtseize. There's a Tarmogoyf in this pack. I'm not going to take the Tarmogoyf here. I think it's pretty likely to table. I think I will take one of these other... I think I will take... Well, it's either Tarmogoyf or Bristly Bill. I feel like Bristly Bill is probably better. I don't know. What do you think about this one? Is Tarmogoyf better than Bristly Bill? This seems like a nice little aggressive creature, although I don't know how aggressive we are. Not really a Vaultborn Tyrant deck. We have a few fetch lands here already. All right, I'll take I'm not sure about this one, but I'm going to take the Bristly Bill. But it also works with Innkeeper's Talent. But Tarmogoyf could have been the pick there. Oh, this card's really good, I'm pretty sure. There's also Bloodbraid Elf on the splash. But I think this card's actually very good. You can heist... For 1 mana, you can heist your opponent's library, which is quite good. Imagine like a 1 mana Impulse, almost, right? Well, for 1 mana. Or I can exile a graveyard, gain some life. I think I'd rather have that than Liliana here. I just think Grave Expectations is a good card. And I don't care about these 1 mana black creatures. There's a Wolfwillow Haven, but like I said, I don't care about that very much. There's a Malevolent Rumble, though. This seems great in this type of deck. I have a ton of permanents. I have Uro. Recurring Something seems nice. I have Cruelty of Gix, so I think this card will be completely fine in this deck. Also good with the Jet Collector. Man, this is just such a mid-range deck. It's great. Ultimate range. Okay. This is actually kind of interesting. I don't think it's Aclazotz. I'd rather take one of these 4s. The question is which one? Chariot or Bristlebud Farmer? I think it's Chariot. I like the Farmer, but I think it's Chariot. The thing is, this just enters the battlefield and creates additional permanents on the battlefield. And I think that's better than having food in play, just being able to make 2 tokens. There's a Huatli, which I think I'll just play as just a 3 mana way to get a land. There doesn't seem to be anything better as an option, so I'll take that here. Assuming I want to play the blue. Honestly, I don't have to play the blue. I could probably just be straight black-green. That's certainly an option. Nothing red that I want to splash. Don't really care about Sorin. I do not mind Elder Gargaroth as a top-end card, so sure. Oh, and both of these cards tabled. There's a Liliana of the Veil, Emperor of Bones, and a Blossoming Tortoise. Don't need more 4, so it's going to be Liliana or Emperor of Bones. I'll take Liliana. It's just a nice, difficult to deal with permanent. And yeah, I actually don't think I'm going to play the green or the blue. Now we have Tumblewag. What is this? I don't care about that. What is this? It's like a big, sweet Wrath effect. I'm going to take the Tumblewag. This deck actually could curve out. And now we'll take the Tarmogoyf. Yeah, we just drafted the Reed Duke Special. Black, green. Let's go. This is probably not going to play Huatli. We're just curving out. This is extremely mediocre. We'll see how it does. Bloodstained Mire getting us the Underground Mortuary is nice. Do I have red lands? Like, I have this Bloodbraid Elf. I don't really want to play Sylvan Tutor, but probably not worth the splash. Overlord, I think, is actually not bad. But here we are. The most mediocre of decks. How will this play out? I kind of want to try the Timeless Witness just because I've never played with it before, but maybe it's too slow. But we just need to cut 2 cards from this pile. 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 green sources and 10 black sources, it looks like. So our mana is fantastic. And we just need to, make a couple of cuts here. Honestly, this is still kind of a mid-range deck. I don't think I want the Innkeeper's Talent. I'd rather just have more creatures, I think. We might have too many expensive cards, but note that Harvester of Misery is a 2-mana card. And so I don't actually have a million top-end cards. I think I should probably cut something at the top end of my mana curve, but I'm just not sure which one. I like Timeless Witness because I have some self-mill here with 6 and Malevolent Rumble, and it's got Eternalize as well, so it's something to do in the late game. I like Harvester of Misery because let's just put this in the 2-mana slot. So I'm looking at Nissa or Garrick or Sorin as options. I'll just cut the Nissa. It's the most expensive card. Let's try to keep our curve kind of lower. Looks interesting. I'm not sure if this deck necessarily has what it takes. I am still kind of curious on whether or not I want to play this Innkeeper's Talent. This might actually still be good. I have a lot of creatures here, so I kind of want to play this with all the Planeswalkers, but you know what? Still, we'll just still not play the expensive one. All right. I'm playing the Innkeeper's Talent over the Tumblewag. That's a small change, but everything else, we'll keep it the way that it is. Golgari midrange, new archetype. Let's see how this goes. All right, now before round 1 starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. I do want to give a special shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support, as it really does allow me to continue making all this content. Access to the Patreon will give you access to my Discord channel, which I do think is a really good way to up your limited game. Foundations discussions have already begun, and once that comes out, we're going to be posting trophy picks among a variety of other things. Also, I should have just played the Lutri. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have just put the Lutri in as my companion. There's no reason not to. Okay, this hand is totally fine. Spyglass Siren, okay. Once Upon a Time. I guess we'll just play that, right? If we find a tap land, we want to play it. 6 or Deep Cavern Bat? I assume it's just Deep Cavern Bat. Sure. They just drafted Dimir midrange from the Pro Tour, from the World Championship. Oh, Iridescent Vinelasher. Interesting. Okay. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase. Wow, that card seems amazing. I don't think I want to play it just yet. I think I just want to play the Bronco and then play the... Oh, you know what? I actually messed up. Ugh. I realized I could have gone Bloodstained Mire into Underground Mortuary, bin the card, and then get the jet. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh well. I forgot about the Surveil land. Well, good thing is they don't have removal. But they might have a counterspell here. We'll see how this goes. I do like that card. Looks like a Vendilion Click. Alright, let's kill the Vendilion Click. Let's see what they do. Yeah, I should have played the Jet Collector. Ugh. That was so bad. Oh well. The Vinelasher actually puts on a decent clock. I imagine they're going to take the Jet Collector. Yep. Innkeeper's Talent. Guess I'll just play it. I think I need to keep it back, though. Alright. They are trying to beat me down. Vinelasher is super annoying, and I don't have that many sweepers. And I don't know how much life gain I have. I have the Grave Expectations, but I kind of want to use that to heist. And if they kill my Bronco, it's just we're in big trouble. Cruelty of Gix is the most powerful. I mean, Asika's Chariot just puts a lot of stuff in play. They can't cast it just yet, but... Falky? Holy cow, okay. What can I do with Cruelty of Gix? I think I have to play Cruelty of Gix, because I can use it to get Harvester of Misery. Because they're going to play the Chariot next turn. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Let's do level 1. See what they're working with. Okay, they had a creature to get. That's nice. Alright, so this is not going to be terrible. They play the Chariot. I don't think they're going to attack me. Alright, well, taking a lot of damage, though. We take 1 here. We go to 8. And then we're going to go to 5. And then we play the Harvester of Misery. Best Harvester of Misery ever. Not bad, I'm gonna say. Oh man, that was ridiculous. You know, things were looking pretty bad for us. Alright, we are on the play here. Certainly gonna keep this. Look, we drew one of our blue sources, right? For Lutri. And this is a super late game thing anyways. What do we do here? They also have Lutri going. I guess it's just Bat, right? See what they're working with. Oh, their hand is ridiculous. What does Slice do? 2 less if an opponent controls a multicolor permanent, which I don't have. What can they play next? Why didn't they play... Wait. Why did they play Cliff... Why didn't they play Ocelot Pride? That's really interesting. Probably gonna take the Flage here. Well, they can double creature next turn. You know what? I'm actually just gonna take Ocelot Pride. It just forces them to use a removal spell. It makes their mana kind of awkward. They're gonna probably have to Flage the Deep Cavern Bat, which is fine. And I will play 6 here. Especially because I have this Jet Collector as well. I want to be able to use the 6 to get back a land. Oh, they also have Ghostfire Slice, of course. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay. I don't really want to run out the Liliana here just yet. And I don't want to run out Jet Collector either. I'm just going to pass. Because they can Flage and play Ocelot Pride, which I think is going to be their plan. And then we can kill the Ocelot Pride after they kill our Bat. And then if they just play the Stormseeker, we can just kill the Stormseeker. Alright, 2 cards in graveyard. Forest would be nice. Light up the stage. Okay. Alright, some nice little value creatures. Ooh, we did find a forest. They have a Flage here, so getting Jet Collector going is not super great. But now they don't have access to a haste creature, so if they Flage something, it would have to be Liliana of the Veil. I mean, of course, they can always Flage the Bat, play the Ocelot Pride, and then make a 1/1. This is such a weird game, because I want to keep this Jet Collector to be able to get a Jet. You know, this is so weird, and I don't like it, but I think I'm passing again, just to keep up Terra Sunder. I want to kill that Vampire anyways. Okay, well, they're always just... They constantly just give me good targets for Terra Sunder, so this is fine as well. Like, we're still able to use our mana every turn, so this is totally fine. You have no... Oh my gosh, I just got mana tied out of the tournament. That's unreal. Alright, fair enough. They have 4 cards in graveyard. Ooh, that was amazing. How do I want to do this? Because I can tick up Liliana to get the Flage out of the graveyard, and I just basically never block these things. But if I do, yeah, it's a rough situation no matter how you look at it. Huh. How do I want to do this? All right, it got me a Mox. That's great. Sure. This gets me back a creature, right? Although I do take a lot of damage from this. I could block. What do I get back? I can get back 6, or I can block the Banalish Knight Commander, and then Liliana the Hellrider. And then put Lutri into my hand. I just don't know that I want to take 5 damage here. Alright, so we're just trying to keep our life total high. Oh, that's really good. Now, they will return Flage. So this is actually really interesting, because if they return the Flage, I can still block the Hellrider. So I actually do think I play Thragtusk here, because I can block the Hellrider. They probably do want to kill my Thragtusk. I mean, they can also kill my Bat. But I don't know, Thragtusk seems really annoying. Oh, okay, yep. Man, I gotta give it to my opponent. They're playing very well with their sequencing. And Boros just looks absurdly strong, by the way. This is a turn too late. Alright, let's heist my opponent's library. See what they got. Oh, you know what? I just realized I could have... No, I can't Lutri it just yet. Inferno Titan seems pretty amazing. Man, this Flage is going to be a problem. Alright, Inferno Titan certainly seems like the thing to do, and we will make them sacrifice a Prairie Survivalist. Alright. See, doesn't it seem unfair, though, that red-white gets a bunch of, like, value cards, too? While beating you down? Like, how is that fair? Like, they don't want to even touch the Liliana? Okay, I don't know about that. Like, 1 damage. Oh, they found a removal spell here? No, no. Okay. Okay, they don't have... Ugh, they had the city's blessing? That's rough. Okay, I'm at... Okay, so... They have Den of the Bugbear, though, so I think I'm just dead.
Don't overthink.
Yeah. If they attack me with Den of the Bugbear... Oh, no, I'm not dead. Wait, I am dead. I am dead. Because I have to block the Flage. Okay, well, they just drew that. Yeah, they get to kill my Inferno Titan. Alright, good beats. Good beats. Solid red-white deck. They were able to grind us out, unfortunately. Flage, really good. Flage, really, really good. Take it very highly. Alright, on the play here, we have Thoughtseize, turn 1. Don't know what I'm playing against, obviously. I will keep Blooming Marsh, as I do need a land, and the... Actually, Blooming Marsh was perfect. I can play Thoughtseize into Liliana, which is nice. Man, we got Mana Tide that game, too. Ugh. So many feel-bads. Reanimate? That seems terrifying. I just don't want to deal with Reanimate, so let's deal with that. So turn 3, they're going to play the Investigator. We will edict them with the Liliana. I just don't know what to do on the following turn. Well, no, it's probably just a Seeka's Chariot here. Oh, that was good. I just don't know what to discard. Like, the bat actually seems reasonable, right? Maybe I just don't tick up the Liliana. You know what? I don't think I will. My hand is just great. And I feel like there's a good chance that they're going to go Buried in the Garden on the Liliana. Right? So they have lands to pitch and such. So I'm just going to leave the Liliana in play. Because basically what I want to do is I have Terra Sunder for Buried in the Garden. And then I can play Deep Cavern Bat. And I have pressure here. Wow, they didn't want a Preacher of the Schism. Seems pretty good. Doesn't seem bad here. Especially in this type of matchup, but I guess they want something a little more impactful. But being able to cast Buried in the Garden into Crabomination is very strong. They just don't have great Buried in the Garden targets. Probably Liliana is my guess. But oh, wow. That's wild to me. Okay. Let's play the bat. Oh, wow. Their hand is awesome. Akhlazot's Path to Exile, Caustic Bronco. Oof. Let's take the Akhlazot's. And let's kill the Buried in the Garden. Now I have to make a decision here, though. Do I want to take up Liliana? I think I do. I think I do, so I just lose the Gargaroth. I want to get this going.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
They're going to discard the Bronco. They have Path to Exile. They can't cast the Crabomination. Smuggler's Copter. That doesn't give him a discount. Okay. So they have Path and Crabomination. Okay. It's not bad for us. Ay, ay, ay. I guess we cast it. Maybe I just get a land with this. Oh, Jet Collector is also quite good. Let's get Jet Collector. Let's play Jet Collector. Let's activate. They probably have to discard Path, right? I feel like they're only well, oh, they can use the Path, of course. Usually just want more black, so let's get a black. What are they going to discard? Oh, so they're all in on Crabomination here. Okay. Alright, we get a Mox Jet. Can I get a creature back? No, oh, well, I have a Gargoyle. What is it? Return target creature. Okay. Let's play the Jet. Alright, they're at 4 life, and I have a bunch of attackers. They need to hit Harvester of Misery. Okay. Okay, what did they hit? Gargaroth? Okay. I don't think that's enough.
Off you go.
They can gain 3 life, but like I said, I don't think that's enough. This is crew 4.
I take no joy. You will serve me well. You deal
Yep.
with this annoyance.
We got it. Close, though. Close. But we had a perfect, just a picture-perfect mid-range start there. Very, very happy with the way that game played out. 2-1. Golgari mid. All right, opponent on the play. Yep, this hand looks very solid. Once Upon a Time. I mean, this is just classic mid-range. Now, I don't have interaction, which is the unfortunate part here, but I just feel like I can't really mulligan this hand. Lead with the Cottage. I guess I can wait on Once Upon a Time, just because I am playing a tap land anyways. So the Cottage. All right, playing a mid-range mirror, probably. We sure are. Okay. Let's cast Once Upon a Time, try to find something good. There's a Harvester of Misery and a Bristly Bill. Given that I'm not on the play here and I don't have any fetch lands in my hand, I think I'd rather have Harvester of Misery. I don't care about your damage. Okay, I care about that one. Oh, gosh! I hate that card. Ugh. Oh, that card is so brutal. All right, let's heist our opponent. See if we can find a removal spell. That's a Phantasmal Image. I mean, hopefully they don't have something, right? That's the hope. Gargaroth has reach. All right. Yes. No heisting. No heisting. Oh man, there's just so much value. So much value. Long Goodbye. I love that. I'm going to use that on the 6 because they can use that to get stuff back. Then let's go ahead and play Dread Knight. Harvester should be reasonable here. Oh my gosh, the green shell. It's a 4/6. As long as you have 10 or more lands. Okay. Yeah, this thing has reach too? Okay. I think we just play Gargaroth. Well, they didn't have a removal spell before. Now if they do, I have... The Gargaroth does have reach, which is good. Nissa! Interesting, okay. They can't really attack me. Sharp-eyed rookie. Whew. This Harvester of Misery looking nice. I can use this to just kill a forest. The question is whether or not I want to just attack with Gargaroth just to try to find some value. They don't have great blocks. It's like, how do I want to do this, though? Like, what do I want to make here? It might just be a 3/3. This board is kind of... I'm at 11. Now let's make a beast. Wish I had a nice instant speed removal spell, but I don't. I do have Harvester of Misery as a nice -2/-2 effect. Interesting. Okay. So this means that I basically just trade my green shell. Or trade my Gargaroth for the green shell. Because I just have no way of letting my Gargaroth live. Which is fine, I think. Mana is the biggest issue here. Mana is definitely the biggest issue here. And they're going to have access to a lot of it next turn. Man, Liliana's looking quite bad. I think I'm just going to play this. Just kills a bunch of their stuff. and this makes my Liliana more effective. And I have a nice menace creature for the Nissa as well. Looks like they have a land here because they played the Lotus Cobra. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm glad I made a 3/3 though, just to have extra blockers. Well, hopefully this is just it. Once upon a time, okay. What happens when I flip this? I can sack a creature for something. So I can... The problem is this just costs so much mana. Okay. God, that was such a good turn for them. Okay, land was good. So I now have access to 6 mana. I have Timeless Witness, which can get Long Goodbye. I have this Mosswood Dread Knight too that I'd like to use. 7 loyalty? Oof. I think my best bet here is probably killing the Aven and heisting my way to victory. And I'll keep this back to block. And, ooh, that's a lot of action. Let's take the 3/4 here, as it just blocks all their stuff very well. If they get really aggressive, it can be difficult. That might be all they have left, so we'll see what they do. Oh, that's good. Okay. This is at 8, though, so it can make all their lands indestructible. Man, this is so rough. Now I have to peck at the Nissa. Alright. And then we'll get a land here. And then we can play Garruk. Yeah, this is good. Let's get a swamp. Play Garruk. Fight the Lotus Cobra. Transform. Okay. What creatures can I get? I have Gargaroth. I have another 5 mana card, I'm pretty sure. I have Gargaroth. Cruelty of Gix. I had another 5 mana creature. I just forgot what it was. How does this have haste? Why did they saddle this? That didn't do anything. Okay. Sure. The Tumblewhack can't in fact attack. Alright. I feel like I just want to make a Death Touch creature here. I just don't know what I can actually search for. I swear I had another 5 mana creature, but I just forgot what it was. So I'm just gonna play it safe, I guess, here. Oh wait, no, it's a Phantasmal Image. I definitely don't want to do that. Oh my gosh, that was almost terrible. What do I want to make bigger? Probably Huatli. Okay, that is a Jetmir's Garden, which I might want to cycle. Alright, now that this is at 6, I can attack them. Ooh, they have so much mana though. This is terrifying. Verdant Dread. Oh, manifest, and then they can conjure. For 5 mana, they get to basically manifest Dread every turn and activate as a sorcery. They have 16 cards left in their deck. Alright. Oh, they manifest twice. Oh, I see. I see. So so you're telling me I need another sweeper effect. I need another Harvester of Misery. How do I do that? There's a Timeless Witness, but this costs way too much to eternalize. Wow, what a turn. Tarmogoyf. I don't think that gets it done. Well, 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 well. I think I'm gonna have to search for something.
It's kill or be killed.
Okay. Thragtusk was the other card, sure, okay. Oh, Jet Collector. Oh, I need the Harvester of Misery to die. I see. Otherwise, I'm just dead, right? I feel like I'm dead otherwise. But who knows? Maybe I can, Oh, I should have played the Jet Collector first. I mean, I don't really need the Jet. I have the mana to return Harvester of Misery. Okay, this is good. Yeah, this is fine. Sure. I wonder why they did that. Doesn't this put this into play? Alright, let's heist. Maybe we just heist the Wrath. Tyvar seems like it could be okay. I'm hoping this is good enough, but we'll see. They can't really manifest anymore with Verdant Dread. We killed all their manifest cards. I'm surprised they blocked with Harvester of Misery, but they do have a Balustrade Worm that's in the graveyard with Delirium, and I'm at 11 life. A Fanatic of Ronus taps for a bunch of mana too.
The land shall conquer you.
Yep, okay. That's not lethal. So they can go Worm. I think what they're gonna do is go Worm, Desperation Attack with everything. Wait, what does this do? No, that doesn't do anything. So I just heist them and they die, right? They have 2 cards... Oh, they have 4 cards left? That's unfortunate. Sure. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can Timeless Witness back something. Oh, I can Grave Expectations. Oh, that's pretty sick. All right, let's just make a random blocker. I also have Tyvar, but I don't think I have lethal. Sack something.
This was boring. Sorry, I'm not interested. Off you go.
Does this have reach? Okay. Attack you. I think we're gonna deck our opponent. Just finding all the lines, right? Oh, it doesn't actually... Okay. Never mind. It doesn't actually deck them. That's why they have so many cards left. Heist doesn't mill them for 3, right? It just shuffles the other 2 cards back in. I actually thought I was going to kill them. Whoops. Okay, I think we were still fine. But man, we are playing some long, grindy, confusing games with this deck, I will say. Okay, opponent on the play. Our hand is looking fine. I will say Timeless Witness feels a little bit slow. So probably not that great, to be honest. Unless you have a lot of mana ramp. I don't really know what they're doing here. I can use this to get a Triome. Let's just do this. We can go turn 2 Bronco, turn 3 Fetch Land Bristly Bill. That seems pretty good. Still haven't done the Lutri thing yet. Enduring Innocence. Okay. This is great. I can attack with both. There's a Jetmir's Garden, but I do want the second black here, so I'm going to just do that. Let's spread the love here, because now I can saddle this as well. Sadly, we only dealt 3 damage to them. Enduring Innocence is obviously very strong, but really curious what they drafted here. They must have been doing some cooking here. What is happening? Like, so they're black-white with a mountain with some small creatures, I guess? And they're not attacking me? Question is, do I attack into these two and have this get exiled? Yeah. The reason being is this makes my Liliana far more effective, right? Like, they can kill my 6, but I can play these cards out of my graveyard unless they kill the 6. And if they do, then I can just Cruelty of Gix them. Okay, Elspeth Conqueror. What is it? Non-creature spells cost more. Okay. Then I can reanimate something. Or I can tutor for something. Put target creature or planeswalker from your graveyard. Okay, they don't have much. Yeah, this seems like a pretty good opportunity to play the Cruelty. Pretty likely to hit something. Okay, didn't get anything particularly good. They have a Maze Mind Tome and a Lonely End. They do have this Virtue of Persistence, which can be quite annoying. Although I do get to look for another card here. So, need to find something nice. Do I have like a Destroy All Enchantments card? We'll find out. Harvester of Misery is a thing. Okay. What's like the absolute best thing? So they have target creature gets -3/-3, remove 3 loyalty counters from target planeswalker. Okay. Deep Cavern Bat is no good. Thoughtseize? Do I want Thoughtseize? Honestly, maybe I just take Terra Sunder. Yeah, I'm just going to take Terra Sunder for the Virtue. Put target card from a graveyard. Put target creature card from a graveyard. I imagine it's going to be one of my creatures. Oh, Lutri Terra Sunder seems really good, by the way. But I just don't have, like, a great follow-up here. Like, putting a Lutri in my... Like, what do they... Return target creature... So they get a Jadar. So Liliana doesn't seem very good. Alright, screw it. I have Harvester of Misery for the Jadar, but it's fine. I just want to put pressure on my opponent. Sure. If they draw a land, they're probably going to use Virtue of Persistence here. I should full control this, depending on what they play. I can actually discard this and then get it back with Cruelty of Gix. That's a line. But I think they're just going to play the Virtue of Persistence here. No, they're not. Okay. So I think I do the Harvester line now. I can get this back. No! I think I'm just going to get back Harvester. I don't have any way to make tokens, so let's just do this. What you got? Fell the Profane. So they're down to just this. Liliana seems quite bad here. So let's set up for... So if I get back Lutri next turn, I can... No, I can't do everything. Alright, let's just set up for a Lutri turn, honestly. Oh, I can't play the Lutri! Oh, I'm so bad. Oh wait, yeah, I can't cast the Lutri. I'm so bad. That's rough. Okay, whatever. Golden Sidekick. Why would you play that? Why do you refuse to play your Virtue of Persistence? It's just confusing to me.
Enough with the mysteries. One of your friends has to leave.
Now what do I get back? I mean, probably another Cruelty of Gix. Okay, they gain 4 life. They draw some cards. It's a tutor and a reanimation effect, so that seems reasonably strong. Holy crap. Okay. They just breached me. Oh well. That's rough. Where did they find that? Alright, well, they have 9 cards left. We'll see what happens. They might take the Thoughtseize here. They might take the Thoughtseize here. But now, yeah, because they want to get that Cruelty of Gix off the battlefield, but what is their deck, even? Like, they just have nothing. I guess Overlord of the Mistmoors is a nice creature to reanimate. I'd be looking to do that. Oh, never mind. Obviously, they get it. Haha. Oh, having another blue source for the Lutri would be nice. They're at 19 life? Jeez. And they kept the Moxshed in hand for my Liliana, so really good sequencing from the opponent. I can use this to tutor or get something back from the graveyard. My graveyard doesn't have anything. Their graveyard, their best creature just got reanimated. I need to kill this Overlord. I need to kill this Overlord, but they can return it, which is the problem. Alright. Do I have a long goodbye in here? I don't. So long goodbye. I don't need this loot tree. I can't even cast it.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Alright, what am I returning now? Oh, that's a Grenzo? Holy cow. I mean, I can kill it, but like, whoa, wow. Okay. Grenzo is insane, obviously. They hit Elder Gargaroth, of course. Okay, what can I get here now with one of these creatures? I have a Harvester of Misery. I can get Jet Collector back, but that doesn't change much either. Harvester of Misery does let me get back... Okay. That's what I need to do, yeah.
I'm done here. Whatever. Luck favors the foolish, after all.
What'd I get back with this Timeless Witness? Is it just a Liliana? Could be. So now I can Timeless Witness from the graveyard and play Liliana to kill the other creature.
Space.
Okay. Wow, what a horrible tapping arena. Like, I'm really disappointed in you. Alright, this is our only real play here. We just gotta try to get super aggressive and hope that this is enough to close it out. You have something else? No way! You have something else? That's crazy. Okay.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadow.
Yeah, that was big. Now I just don't think I have enough to actually close it out. Now they're gonna play Virtue of Persistence. I probably should exile the Grenzo. Why are they not playing it? Okay. They're at 19 life. Why are you not playing Virtual Persistence? There's literally, I have all the information here. I guess they're really looking to try to kill me here, given that I'm at 9 life, maybe?
You won't be outsmarting me.
I don't really think I have much left here, to be honest. Wait, did the Grenzo get exiled? It looks like it did. Alright, then let's exile Gargaroth, I guess. This is such a close game. Classic mid-range mirrors. All right. They finally did it. It's probably going to be good enough.
You failed to entertain me.
They have 4 cards left. Oof.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Oh, there is the Grenzo. Wait, how did I not see that Grenzo? I swear I looked at their graveyard and I couldn't see the Grenzo. They like ninja hit it. All right, I'm conceding. That was a big mistake. I mean, to be fair, I was going to lose to that Virtual Persistence anyways because they would have killed my Gargaroth. But hey, that was a really nice, grindy mid-range affair. We have a lot more Magic to play. And let me tell you right now, green decks don't feel particularly strong. All right, I did make some updates here. I made my deck even better at going in the late game. And I cut some early game stuff. So I added the Uro. Wow, this is a slow hand. I added the Uro. And trying to be able to outgrind what my opponents are trying to do. Harvester of Misery is a nice find. Probably, maybe could have mulliganed this hand, but after that loss, you know what I mean? I just gotta... I actually don't actually I don't actually have a good excuse. Interesting. Sharp-eyed Rookie. That lets you investigate. Do I want to kill that? I mean, let's just play the Dread Knight, right? It can just block it. Gilded Goose, which doesn't do anything. Man, how good will this Harvester of Misery be if I can cast it? Wow. We just drew the Black Source here too. That's amazing. And I probably want to just cut down on their mana here. Let's go fetch a Swamp. So I do think I'm going to play Garruk here. Now the question is, do I want to kill the Goose or the Pilgrim? It's probably the Pilgrim. Yeah, okay.
Get off my land. Hope I'm not ruining your little camping trip.
Getting Garruk going seems nice. They could obviously play like a dragon this turn or something, which would be unfortunate. Because that would kill the Garruk. Thragtusk, that's not too bad. Okay, so now I can sack the Dread Knight for a creature of my choice. Or I can just make a 1/1 Death Touch token. A 1/1 Death Touch token on this board does seem pretty darn good. Nothing really great to get back. What can I get, though? I can get Thragtusk. Oh, let's just make a Death Touch token.
The trail is fresh.
Alright. Let's just Super Friends it up. Golgari Super Friends. All kinds of blockers here. Okay, I will now play the Harvester of Misery. Okay? I will now play the Harvester of Misery. Okay. I can use this to get something else. I don't have a good cheap creature to play. Okay. Seems worth. I mean, I lose a couple things as well, but I still get a couple of... I still get to make a wolf this turn. I still have 3 blockers. I have 2 cards in my yard. Next turn I can go Malevolent Rumble into Jet Collector. And then also play Timeless Witness, which is pretty nice. Alright, so we are definitely getting a ton of value here. Okay.
Blood for knowledge.
Actually, hold on. I have 2 cards. Yeah, let's rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. I will take the Cruelty of Gix. I will play this. I will play this. I will attack with this. I will get a Mox. I will play the Mox. Play a Forest. Play the Dread Knight. And I will make a Death Touch creature. That was a good turn! Look at my board! My board is ridiculous. I don't really have a good overrun available here. But they just can't really attack me, right? Nissa is good. Nissa is definitely good. Although it's cheap Nissa. And we certainly have the resources to get that Nissa off the battlefield. Six is interesting. I can play the Chariot out of the graveyard too. Whew. I also have Cruelty of Gix, which I kind of want to play just because I just want more information here. Okay, so Nissa is down. Let's play Cruelty of Gix just to see what they're working with. Yep. We got the Atali. There's a Nexus of Becoming and a Roller Crusher ride. Okay. Do they have Delirium? Let's see. Creature, Planeswalker, Artifact. Creatures, Planeswalker, Artifact. Oh, they actually don't have Delirium yet. That's very good.
My way. I can handle the wilds just fine.
Oh, you know what? I actually forgot that I had the Mox Jet in play. Why is it off to the side like that? Alright, so that gave them Delirium. So they will be able to Roller Crusher ride for a fair amount. Do I have like a Thoughtseize effect? I do not. Oh, I can find a Thoughtseize effect. Oh yeah, this is going to be great. I mean, obviously I can do a lot of different things here, but check this out. I mean, there's a lot of good things I can do here. There's probably a line that lets me just win immediately, but I want to do this because it's cool. So let's go put Lutri in hand. Let's double Thoughtseize them. No goodies for you. Still no creatures in my graveyard. I can retrace stuff back into play. I'm just going to start making flyers here. Feel like I have more than enough resources at this point. And now what do I do? I could do a lot of things. I guess playing the Chariot's probably fine. Don't need another blue source. Alright. Alright, good luck, opponent. We took all the spells out of your hand. We have a Timeless Witness if they somehow find a Wrath. And we can overrun next turn with one creature in the graveyard. Also, what do they have in the yard? Oh, I can hit a Tolly. That's also really nice. Okay. God, this deck has just too many options. I'm trying to play as quickly as I can, but so many options. Got to look at both graveyards, just so much to do. Can we rattle off 3 in a row here? Our opponent on the play. We have a 2-mana play here in the Harvester of Misery. Like I said, I changed my deck to just be a little bit, actually considerably slower here. Obviously against the Raven Inspector, that looks less good. I'm actually going to play the Bloodstained Mire because I think I want to get a Mortuary to help smooth out my draw. Although they are blue-white, so maybe they're not as aggressive. Ledger Shredder, okay. Man, that doesn't get harvested. It's kind of interesting because I want land too. I guess I kind of need it. Because I really don't want to harvester the Thraben Inspector. And bottoming that land and then not hitting a land will be tragic. Like, I can play 6 next turn, which has reach as well. Oh, that is interesting. They're keeping up counterspell mana. But I'm just going to run it in, just because mana efficiency. Next turn I can go Deep Cavern Bat plus Harvester of Misery. And obviously if the 6 lives, it's great. I fully anticipate for it to die though. But I can always get it back with Timeless Witness. Touch the Spirit Realm. Okay. Fair enough. 6 down. Hair Asunder. Wow. That was really great. Let's play out the bat, see what they're working with. They have a Null Drifter, which they're pretty far away from casting. Malcolm is kind of annoying, but so is Trapped in the Screen. I think I'm going to take Trapped in the Screen. Well, they don't have any counter spells, so if they attack me, I can ambush them. So that's good. Oh, this is particularly... This is actually good with the Ledger Shredder. Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Are you kidding me right now? They hit Ephemerate off the Null Drifter? I literally looked at their hand. There's no shot! What? That is unbelievable! What the hell just happened? They literally lived the dream off the Null Drifter. At least it's a cast trigger. Oh my gosh! What do I even do? I need to save the Terra Sunder for the Null Drifter now. Wow, that's awful. I'm gonna kill Thraben Inspector. Because they can blink that too for value, and I just gotta use my mana here. Wow, how silly is that? Unbelievable. Wow. I am still kind of in shock with what just happened. These flyers are quite annoying, I will say. Yeah, I'm not a... The Timeless Witness, honestly, is just too slow.
Under my watch, neither vampire nor human. I bring my own army.
Guess this deck could have maybe used a little more interaction. Okay, that's a get lost. You know, that's not terrible with the Deep Cavern Bats, but obviously this is still not ideal. Depending on what their last card is. Okay. That's not too bad. It's a fun... Oracle of the Alpha, obviously, very fun card. Oh, they attack with both? Okay. So I go to 5. I can go to 5 and kill Touch the Spirit Realm and get back 6. They have no cards in hand. And this would go to 2? So it dies? Is there any other good line here, though? I just don't really see it. Because I need to find a way to deal with all of these flyers. I suppose I can just... Oh, God, that doesn't seem great, though. I can try to put a bunch of counters on Deep Cavern Bat. But if I miss, it's a disaster. And I can't really race them. All right, let's go. They're on top. They're kind of top decking. They can choose to attack with both of these creatures and not the Steam Core Scholar, like the Oracle of the Alpha and the Ledger Shredder. But hey, I get to take less damage this way. They attack with all, which is a very odd attack. Well, I guess I have the Deep Cavern Bat. But let's eat the Scholar. That's fine. Now I can hit with the Bat, which is good. And I kind of want to keep this back. Oh, I can still play the Nissa, although I don't think I'm interested in doing that. All right, let's try to pump up the Bat here. Okay, that's... I actually wanted to hit a spell, unfortunately.
I bring all this broken. You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
Wow. Okay. Hit 2 lands off the map. Obviously now they have power 9 in their deck. I hope they just draw all their Moxes. Oh, come on. That's unfortunate. I really needed to hit there on the Vampire, on the Treasure. Yeah, this is rough. Yeah, and this gets to grow. They're gonna remove my 6. That's so not ideal. Sorin dies. We get to gain some life, I guess. I mean, maybe I can race them now.
Things have not gone my way.
I have access to 7 mana. Not ideal. I can Timeless Witness tear asunder, but I can't actually cast anything. That's good for us. That's not good for us. God. Okay, so that's just a mill. Okay, I still get a 3/3. What can they get back? They can get back some random creature, sure. Thoughtseize is horrible. Cruelty of Gix. I can tutor for something. Maybe a long goodbye to kill the Shredder and then reanimate something. Like a Harvester of Misery or a Deep Cavern Bat. The other line here is Timeless Witness to get back Nissa. I can also play the Chariot, which gets in for a good... I kind of want to kill the... Although, they get to loot. Oh, they get to loot. That's fine. I have Liliana as an option. Yeah, I'm just gonna take Long Goodbye here. Let's just kill the Ledger Shredder. They scried that. Oh no, they didn't. Never mind. Now what do we want from the graveyard? That's a Toby. I have two tokens in play. Toby is 5 power and 5 toughness. Now Harvester is also quite good as it's a 5/4 menace creature. But this returns things from their graveyard, so I probably should target their graveyard. There's also Steam Core Scholar if I feel like... You know, I kind of felt like they were going to time walk me. Our opponent is running so hot. This is insane. Time walk was perfect. With Elspeth Conquers Death, unbelievable. Actually unbelievable. Skyclave, what is happening? Wait, that misses. Why would you do that? Okay, okay. Now I get Harvester of Misery, right? Kill these two creatures. Seems not bad. All right, I need to get something back here with the Timeless Witness here. I think this is a good turn to cast it. But what do I get back? I can get back Sorin, which seems pretty good. There's also Nissa, which seems pretty good too. Actually, Nissa seems great. And then I'm just going to play Chariot here. I have 4 forests in play. So I can actually just overrun and kill them. Yeah, Cryptic Coat doesn't do it, right? What does this do? If I just cast it for 7 and I overrun, everything gets +4/+4 and trample. So this should be more than enough to kill my opponent. Whew! What a game, huh? What a game. Overrun for the win. Us changing our deck to make it more grindy, definitely paying off here. They don't really have good attack here. They can attack with Oracle, yeah. Haumph! They all trample, by the way. Nope. You are at negative a lot. How much damage is this? Let's take a look. Boom! Shakalaka. Minus 18. This is a very complicated deck to play. And that is the downside of playing that arena thing. Arena, whatever, the thing that shuffles power 9 in. If it's at a late point in the game, you just added 5 more lands to your deck, right? Even a Black Lotus might not be great at times. So you just want to draw Time Walk and Ancestral Recall, but you add 5 lands to your deck. We've been playing some crazy long games. I have no idea what my record is. I know I have 2 losses. This is a hand that I need to mulligan. Just, if I had a swamp, obviously I'd keep, but I just can't. I can't keep this hand. This hand's obviously way better. Let's put the 7-drop. Let's put the 7-drop on the bottom. Planeswalker heavy hand here. I will cast Once Upon a Time here on turn 2 to see if I can find a 2-drop. What do we have? There's an Uro, Thragtusk, and Elder Gargaroth. Yeah, let's just take the Uro. Get some ramp going. Or just late game, right? This could be a grindier matchup. Gains me some life, ramps me, we'll see. If they play a creature, I'll just run out Liliana probably. Dollmaker's Shop. Interesting. Huh. Actually, Huatli is also very interesting because that just puts a creature in play. And I don't really need the ramp here, so I think I'm just going to Huatli here. Let's just... our mana is so good now, we can probably just get an island for the Lutri. And for the Uro. Obviously, if they play a haste creature is annoying, but if it has to be like a 3/3 haste creature. Oh, sure. Yeah, no, that's good. That's actually good. Very, very nice setup there from the opponent. I'm just going to kill the Legion War Boss. Obviously, if they have a removal spell, they have a removal spell, but this prevents them from making a doll as well. I know it's kind of inefficient, but, you know. I fully expect them to have a way to kill the Huatli and then attack the Garruk. Yep, that's fine. They're on 2 cards in graveyard, okay.
Next time you're dead.
So now I can Uro into Liliana. Seems pretty good. I don't really... I just, you know... Getting their permanents off the battlefield, I feel like our late game's not bad. If they kill the Liliana here with a haste creature with Dollmaker's Shop, that's obviously very good. But if they kill the Liliana, we get one step closer to escaping the Uro. Our hand is obviously great. We have Sorin and Thragtusk. Might want to play the Thragtusk first, just to protect my Sorin. Our opponent with some kind of like Mardu token strategy, I guess. I anticipate Harvester of Misery to not be bad here. Yep, Kolaghan's Command, sure.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
Cold Steel, what the hell? Okay, sure. Swag Tusk, let's go. Harvester of Misery was an absurdly good draw. Grave Titan was also absurdly good. Wow. Grave Titan? Yikes. I'm gonna heist. Maybe I can find a removal spell? What the hell? Okay. I'm gonna take Elesh Norn. Seems quite good. If a permanent entering causes a trigger ability... So this is just ETB trigger, so it doesn't work with the Grave Titan. But I can play the Uro. So let's just go ahead and do that. It'll trade with the Grave Titan. Potentially. Really interesting situation here, brewing. What are they going to do? Wow. Oh, it gets destroyed, and I get to manifest, so there's a good shot I can get this back. If they attack me with Grave Titan, I can still double block here. Lord Skitter. Oh my gosh. They are going... How did they have... Like, these were all, like, unknown cards. Now my Uro's gone? I'm so sad. Please attack me with Grave Titan. Yes, okay. At least they did that, okay? At least they did that. At least we have that going for us. Although Elesh Norn plus Harvester of Misery is also kind of gas. But obviously, we're just playing Harvester of Misery here. Put Lutri into our hand, and I don't want to get in for one here. If they find a removal spell for Harvester of Misery, that's kind of annoying. They have 4 cards in graveyard. Legion Warboss, sure. Doesn't do too much. They get to exile things, sure, as well. Elesh Norn does shut off the Flage. I have a Lutri here as well. Nothing to copy just yet. And I have some of these... Oh, I have Restless Cottage. I forgot about that. But I feel like there's still a couple of cards away here. So my plan here is to crack this. Just get a basic. Because I have 3, 4, 5... Yeah, I need a basic here. Basically, my plan is to play Sorin. Oh, that's actually not great. Porcelain Gallery is so good here because they can turn everything into a 5/5. No, even more. Oh my god. How do I beat that card? Everything becomes a 6/6? Is that real? Alright, I'm gonna actually play this first and just draw a card.
Out of my way.
Yeah.
I have a way.
I can play that. I don't have any lands to discard though. Alright, whatever. We're tapped out. Porcelain Gallery is gonna destroy us. Oh my gosh. Well, we'll see what they do. They can't kill me. What did this stop? Oh. Just that? Okay. Yeah, we'll just block like this then. Okay, so 6 can now get something. I can get the Chariot back. But I'm going to keep ticking this up. I just want to find, like, removal spells. Yeah. Oh, wait. Does my life total matter? Yeah, sure. Let's just take it. Oh, we have Elesh Norn. That's great.
A fair trade.
And this gets back 2 things, right? With Elesh Norn? Okay. Oh, dude, Elesh Norn is going off. Okay. And then we get to Mortuary. And I get to Surveil twice. Okay. Things are happening. And then we have the Lutri as well. Oh my gosh. Okay. This stolen Elesh Norn is doing some amazing things here. Plenty of blockers. Although it's a 7/7 now. Jeez. I mean, I can just chump with Eternal Witness. Oh, and then I can just keep getting Asika's Chariots back, right? I can just block with this as well. And remember, I can, let's see, I mean, it just depends on how they attack. Okay, so... So why don't we block here? Oh, there's no great blocks though. Jeez. Just realized. This block's here. Yeah, there's no great blocks. No, that doesn't work. Yeah. Alright, so we just gotta like individually block everything. Which is not super nice, but it's fine. I just need to kill this. Malevolent Rumble is very interesting. I have 15 cards left. Do I want to copy that? I don't know that I do. Let's just take this up first. Yeah, we can get a creature back.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
So how much mana do I have? 3. Oh, I didn't sack the Bloodstained Mire. Oh my gosh, what the hell's wrong with me? Yeah, like I said, this is just so complicated. Okay, we got the Terra Sunder in the graveyard, which we can get back. Okay, that's good. That's good. So I can go Jet Collector. This is a 3-mana card. Does it put into play? Yeah, it does. No. And then I have Terra Sunder now for the Dollmaker's Shop. So I think we're good now. Woo, what a game, what a game, what a game. They know our entire hand. We have 10 cards left. I can deal 13 to them. Actually, can they, do I just let them attack me? Sure. All right. Alrighty. They have 4 cards in graveyard. I kind of want, I guess I want this to die, and then we just like put stuff in front of every token that attacks. I don't want them to escape the Flage, if possible. Sunfall? Oh my gosh! That's absurd! Okay. That's insane. Let's get the double surveil here. That is actually insane. I guess we'll keep that. Holy cow. I did not expect Sunfall, obviously. Enduring Courage. That's an 11-11, friends. I don't have anything to get back. I have 6, but I don't have a land in my hand. And I don't have anything great to get back anyways. I don't have anything to Deep Cavern Bat here. Oh, this is brutal. They're going to be able to haste the Flage. Oh, I have the Restless Cottage. Of course. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, that definitely helped. They have an 11-11 here. I think I just want to flood the board. So let's play Sika's Chariot and 6. Put a flyer into play too.
You fight for me now.
Sure. Okay, this is close. Another nice, grindy game. Cruelty of Gix on Grave Titan seems great. I like that. Let's bat them. Okay. I have 7 cards left. I want to close out this game here, so let's just get Grave Titan. Yep. Woo! That was a game. Man, I have a lot of editing to do. This has been a lot of gameplay. A lot of sweet games. A lot of confusion on my part. We're 6-2 now. We can potentially go for my 4th or 5th trophy in a row. Whew, this one I really had to fight for my wins though. All right. Playing for the trophy here. Playing some really, really fun, engaging games. This is certainly a hand where I must mulligan. I have a jet collector, but no way to fill up my graveyard. And obviously the cost of playing blue. Man, the Lutri has just not been very good. Full stop. Uro is good though. So it's still worth it. But obviously this is a hand where if I had a swamp, even if I had a swamp, this hand's not perfect. Okay, yeah, we're gonna mulligan here. Certainly keeping this. Again, I'm gonna put the 7-drop on the bottom. Alright, opponent with a turn 1 Ocelot Pride. That's a problem. Definitely a problem. I'm just gonna cast this, see what we find. Alright, Jet Collector, sure. I mean, this thing can just run away with the game, especially because we don't have any removal right now. Oh, Jesus. Luminarch Turn 1 Ocelot Pride, turn 2 Luminarch Aspirant is a problem. Alright, well, let's rumble. I guess I'll take the Dread Knight. Not ideal. I will... Oh, I can block sack with the spawn, which can prevent a token from being generated. Next turn, I can go Jet Collector, get a Mox, play a Dread Knight, and then into Cruelty of Gix. Yeah, you know, honestly, I feel like this deck is just light on removal. I feel like I needed... There was a Fatal Push we could have taken, which would have been nice. A couple more 2-mana removal spells would be nice, just so we don't lose to silly cards like the Ocelot Pride. Okay, Lush Portico. Another creature? Woof. Got Harvester of Misery. Would be absurd. 5 cards in graveyard, so we can go Jet Collector. Play a land. Get a Mox. Play the Mox. Play the Dread Knight. Alright. I mean, honestly, that like if you look at our start, that wasn't terrible, right? Malevolent Rumble into turn 3 Jet Collector Dread Knight. Not bad. But if they play some kind of removal spell here, we're just in, like I said, a world of trouble. Do I block at all? I mean, the Jet Collector doesn't do that much anymore, but it's still not bad. I kind of want to play Thragtusk next turn, which is the thing. I just want to prevent them from getting the City's Blessing here. So I'm going to block like this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, they will have the City's Blessing. This is highly unfortunate. Highly, highly unfortunate here, folks. I'm going to take so much damage. This is going to be awful. I don't even... Like, do I just look at their hand and hope I don't die? I can either play Thragtusk, which does a horrible job of blocking the Ocelot, or I can play Cruelty of Gix and just go for the home run play. Block here. Take 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go to 4. I think I just have to play Thragtusk. This just buffers my life total, like, pretty significantly. And, yeah. Like, they're going to be able to go mega wide here. Yep. Maybe we Cruelty of Gix now? They're probably not going to want to overextend here. Okay. The Wandering Rescuer, which they can flash in. Alright, let's take the Wandering Rescuer, I guess. They have Path to Exile. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. They didn't use it? That's interesting. I guess they can still use it now. What a card Ocelot Pride is. What a card. Damnation would be awesome, but we don't have Damnation. Like, the only thing we have... Okay, that's fine. That's not cool. You're not supposed to do that. Our opponent's, like, it's not fair. What's not fair is our opponent actually, like, playing well. Just not fair. I feel like they should have pathed, though, but whatever. It's not going to matter. What can we find? There's Harvester of Misery, which I can play. And then they still have Ocelot Pride and Smuggler's Copter. Whatever. I mean, I don't really have a choice. Oh, you know what? They can just crew the Copter, can't they? Yeah. Oh well. It's really close. We got really close to stabilizing, but turn 1 Ocelot Pride, turn 2 Luminarch Aspirant is the real deal. That is in fact the real deal. Let's get an island. They found a creature. Yeah, we're dead. All right, well, sadly, we did not get a trophy this time around. But I will say, this deck felt somewhat underwhelming overall. I don't know how open it was necessarily. We had a functional deck. But I just feel like this is probably not the recipe to success in this format. I feel like either you want to be kind of aggressive or you want to be on the controlling end of the spectrum. We had a lot of things that generated value and some interesting synergies. Malevolent Rumble, namely, being quite nice with Timeless Witness and Uro. Timeless Witness still felt a little bit slow. Maybe I should have taken some of the mana ramp type cards. The problem is they're just so vulnerable to removal, which is why I just don't like leaning on them too heavily. Because what happens is if you have a deck with mana ramp and then expensive cards and they kill your mana ramp, your hand is full of expensive cards, right? So this deck felt okay. Again, 6 wins is totally fine. But I feel like it's pretty easy to go over the top of what I had going on here. But still just trying things out, and I'm just glad that I was at least able to share a different approach to Cube, because I just I want every video to be slightly different just because I'm not doing this that much. So we had a red-white aggressive deck, we had a mono-blue tempo deck, we had a domain control deck, which was awesome, by the way. And now we have this Golgari, Sultai-ish mid-range deck, which I think definitely felt the worst of everything. And, we had some close games, so maybe I could have found some ways to get out of some of the other decks. One other thing is this deck was really light on cheap removal. All we had was the Long Goodbye. So I kind of really wish, honestly, if this deck just had 2 more cheap things to cast, maybe a Toxic Deluge, maybe another Long Goodbye type effect, Bitter Triumph, etc., we would have done a lot better. And that was kind of the main issue with this deck. But outside of that, I will say Jet Collector was really sweet. Big fan of this card. That's a new card that I haven't really been able to play with. I feel like Cruelty of Gix was all right, but certainly very, very slow. But everything else just kind of played out the way that I wanted it to. And yeah, 6-3. Still can't be mad about it, right? Still can't be mad about it. So we're not going to have too many more Cube Draft videos left. I did ask all of you, what do you like? I do enjoy Cube, but I will say, maybe all of you don't enjoy Cube as much just because, well, the Duskmourn draft decks definitely did do a little bit better. So we will be doing Cube. I'm going to have maybe a guest or two for the next couple of videos. But after that, I think I'm going to probably go back to Duskmourn drafts just to close out October until Foundations comes out. So I think that's kind of going to be my plan moving forward, unless you have other good ideas as to what I should make leading up to Foundations. Of course, there's always a lull. There's always just things kind of drop down. People just aren't as excited. So there's always that lull, but always a struggle to try to find interesting content to make the week or two before the new set comes out. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, the Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Additionally, check out tcgplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. If you want to pick up booster packs or sealed product at the most competitive prices, check out tcgplayer.com. Make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Lastly, check out heavyplay.com for top-of-the-line supplies and accessories for Magic the Gathering. If you want deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.